Welcome back to the Drive-In Asylum double feature. That's the name of our show. And I'm Bill Van Ryn. That's Sam Panico down there.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Did you survive the beach girls and the monster? Let us know what you thought in the chat.
Did you survive? They wouldn't be here, I guess, if they didn't survive.
Just stayed on. It's sad for a lot of people. Bunny, I think.
Poor Bunny.
Poor Bunny, right? She just wanted to go into the dark ride that was
She
the
didn't
cave.
deserve that, yeah.
No. You can't do that to her.
In fact, it was downright rude. I'll
Yeah.
come right out and say it.
Yeah. Oh, beach girls and monster. What are we to do with you?
I kept thinking about the movie that's just called The Beach Girls.
Yeah.
From 1982. And I think in one of our email communications with Patrick, he referred to it as Beach Girls. And I was like, oh, is that the movie he asked to do? I had to go look at it, and I fell into the world of the Beach Girls. We have to do that on the show sometime.
Yeah. I didn't go through some of the facts I had for this, Bill, that I had. So if you'd like me to share. This was directed, shot, and edited by John Hall, who's also Dr. Otto. This is pretty close to a Vandy project, huh?
Yeah.
And Tom, who's played by Dale Davis, shot all the surf footage. He would go on to do the surf documentaries, Strictly Hot, Walk on the Wild Side, and The Golden Breed. And then the sculptures that show up in this, the monster's head, the lion, they were created by Walter Edmondson, who plays Mark, who had a kid show in Los Angeles that would go on to be the voice of Ernie the Keyboard Elf, Sigmund from Sigmund and the Sea Monster, the Zuni Fetish Doll and Trilogy of Terror.
Wow.
Professor Crandall on the Dukes of Hazzard, and several of the characters on Lidsville.
You know, I never thought about someone actually voicing the Zuni Fetish Doll.
Yeah, it's him.
Somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
Wow. And now we know who did it.
Yeah.
You know what else about this movie, Sam? The soundtrack claims that Frank Sinatra Jr. wrote some songs on it, and the songs are actually credited. I don't know if you turned on your captions, but on Tubi, when the music started, it said playing Dance Baby Dance by Frank Sinatra Jr. And that's not Frank Sinatra Jr. Definitely that's not him performing them. It was a group called the Illusions, and they were a surf rock outfit from somewhere in California. And unfortunately, they did at least 2 or 3, I think, of the tunes that you hear on the soundtrack are the Illusions. And they got written off the soundtrack because the producer bought Frank Sinatra Jr.'s name to use on the movie. So he was going to use it, damn it, no matter what. Wasn't him. Oh.
See, you were saying when we were in between, you're right. I do feel bad for the band because they did all the work and they didn't get anything out of it.
Well, that was probably going to be, a big break for them, or at least they saw it that way. So, they didn't even get their chance. They did the work and they didn't get their chance. They just hopefully got paid.
I think the other interesting thing I found on this was that Robert Silliphant, who wrote this, also wrote The Creeping Terror and The Incredibly Strange Creatures Who Stopped Living and Became Mixed Up Zombies.
What a resume. Right.
What a resume. And
that's golden.
That is. And the other thing I was thinking is Vicky, the second wife of Dr. Otto, who doesn't seem to want to... If John Ashley was in this movie, 100% would have had sex with her. It's like the blonde character that John Ashley always hooks up with on Blood Island.
She was made for him. He wasn't even in the film.
He was a MILF dude before we knew what that was. John Ashley's real into like 40-something angry blonde ladies. That's his deal.
Ladies that had been maybe discarded by their previous lover, and he was there to pick up the slack, if you know what I mean.
Has your husband been in the lab too long? That's really his gimmick. Also, I wrote in my review, this is like a sitcom or a Scooby-Doo episode, except that all sorts of people die. And it ends with a misunderstood father, dressed as an undersea monster, driving his car off a cliff and blowing up real good. So, a sad ending, really, for everybody in this. But it's only 66 minutes of your life. And I think that's the perfect, is As many girls have told me, it's the perfect length.
What could
Uh,
go wrong in 66 minutes? Oh, I like that little shout out you gave to you know who.
yeah. Yep. So, quite the little film here. Uh, yeah, John Ashley would have loved to have come upon this beach, and I mean literally. Uh, the monster, not really a monster, so that kind of so you can kind of say, yeah, it looks fake. It was supposed to. That's the a doctor dressing up as a Fantagua fish. Um,
What the hell? Can you please explain to me how this was supposed to have been real? I mean, they briefly considered the possibility that it could be real.
Nobody said to the doctor, "How did this fish grow lungs? How is it able to be on land for extended periods of time?" And he pretty much like answered them with like, "I'm a scientist. Don't worry about it." He really gave them
Yeah,
like he gave them either the mom answer that I'm your mother or the priest answer. It's like, well, if you deny God, then you're creating a sin. So just believe in the monster,
sinner.
sinner. So yeah,
We belong dead.
that's what the beach girls and the monster. We belong dead. As well as I know that you had something else that you found for this movie.
Yes, we
Yes.
forgot to mention on the first part that this was actually, I'll put this video on hold for a second. This was actually broadcast on TV as Monster from the Surf, and it appeared on Chiller Theater a couple of times.
Yeah. How about that WGI 5 screen? Wow.
It's undoing my brain.
Surf Terror was another name that I found for it, which isn't as good. But I like that the dad refers to all the other kids as loafers and little tramps. Uh,
Oh, yeah. And he
he
was so pissed that his son wanted to go surf instead of going to school.
his son Richard, he's like, well, I think I'll just head out for that. Also, he moved in his son's best friend. I really think if this movie was made a couple years later, Mark would have slept with Vicky. I think that, or I think he did. I think with the subtext that he did. It's just, but I can get why this drove him crazy.
She was like a character on Criminal Intent.
Oh, she was. If the cops had came, she would have just been loading her dishwasher, not paying attention to them, not stopping what she's doing, answering questions. I don't know. Bunny, yeah, I knew her. She came around with the kids every once in a while. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened.
She would have been played by somebody an actor who needed a part or something and hadn't worked in a while.
Yeah.
And that would have been her. And you know right away she's the killer because she's
Yeah.
the big name. And
Like Tatum O'Neal or something. And
yeah, Martha Plimpton.
Oh.
Martha Plimpton was on it at least twice, and then her character ended up being a serial killer.
Oh, wow. You can't trust.
Lauren figured it out.
You can't trust in the past, in the 70s, we couldn't trust old Hollywood in movies. And today, I guess you can't trust the Brat Pack or any
No.
acted people when they show up.
It's great. I mean, you can see all the New York actors on those shows.
Oh.
They've all worked for Dick Wolf, like Rutanya Alda.
Mm-hmm.
She's on all of them.
I am casting for voiceovers for New York actors this last week, and they all sent me their resumes for a voiceover job, and everyone was like, "I was on Law and Order," and I'm like, "I know you live in New York, like you were on Law and Order."
It's great though.
Yeah.
Linda was on one. Linda Gillen.
Yep.
I love seeing her episode. I never used to see it, and now it's on all the time.
I haven't seen her, so I'm gonna have to check it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was the one. There was one of the bad boys on the show. It was like about some kind of like frat house party thing gone wrong, and it was all on videotape. And this young woman, had been assaulted, and her son was one of the perpetrators, and she was like the mother. It was her mother. She and her husband were sitting there with their criminal child in a lawyer's office. But the kid was someone important. He was like an actor who went on to become something bigger. I wish I could remember.
This is why I love doing the Murder She Wrote stuff on the site, because I always look up everybody no matter what part they're in. And this week's show has Pete Boners in it of TV's Bob Newhart show, but I just love that his name's Pete Boners. Also, unbeknownst to me, directed Police Academy 6. Um, and then Cesar Donava from Tentacles in the Astral Factors in this episode, as well as Robert Forster and Lisa Langley's. This is a and David Hedison, The Fly, and Felix Leiter in the James Bond movies. Oh, and the
I just
voice
saw
of
my sister in the chat, Bella Jenny Bean.
oh really?
Hey, Jen.
Oh,
Gone.
hello. But yeah, I love on anytime you watch shows and you're like, oh man, I know this person. And Law and Order, I guess, is the what do you call it? The Murder She Wrote of our time, where you can catch like actors that you're like, oh, I know that person, which is a cool place to be.
I can't stop watching Criminal Intent. I
Oh yeah,
binged on it
yeah.
before, and I was like, okay, I've gotten it out of my system.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to watch it ever again. And now
You're back.
I just click over to it, and I'm like, oh, I'll just see which one it is. And
Who's
then
your
I'm
favorite person on the show?
um, well, Goran, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but my favorite parts of the show is when Olivia D'Abo is on as Nicole, Nicole Wallace. Do you remember those episodes?
Mm-hmm.
She was kind of like his nemesis on the show, and she was this. She was actually South African. I thought she sounded Australian.
Mm-hmm.
No, she was great. All the scenes with her and Vincent D'Onofrio are just amazing.
Oh man, I have
What
to
about
get.
you?
I mostly watch SVU ones. Those are the ones,
Okay.
and like so I'm more into the later seasons. But I like Munch a lot too, and I like his interplay with Ice-T. I like
Oh, they're on SVU. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I love Ice-T's character. The comedian John Mulaney said it. He's only there to like uh, explain the plot. Where they'll be like, he's addicted to taking women's shoes, and he'd be like, "You mean like addicted to playing the lottery?" Yeah, that's right. And like all his lines are just like that, where he's just,
yeah.
and like he's really good at giving these like metaphors for stuff, and you're like, oh, I understand now. Thank you, Ice-T. He's like really like good at continuing the story. Every once in a while, he'll have an episode that's his episode, but most of the time, he's just back there hanging out doing
Yeah.
stuff.
There's not enough Finn on SVU.
Yeah,
Although they took him off for a couple of episodes, like he
yeah.
had some sort of traumatic experience, and now he's having flashbacks to
Oh,
it. He came back to work, but it might be too soon
oh
because
no.
he was like freaking out when he had to go do something, and he kept
Oh,
hearing it was like PTSD. So
I
the
love Ice.
jury's still out.
I love Ice-T because the first Body Count album is awesome. It's so
Yeah,
good. And like now the new ones are all like about him playing Call of Duty and his wife making him go to bed. And I'm like, you wrote like songs about like killing cops, like right? Like these are like intense. And he's like, yeah, that's in the past. No, life's a lot better.
yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, he's
okay.
like Alice Cooper now, who wants
Yeah.
to like do it. He did a complete 180, and now he's
Yeah.
like, oh well, that was just a character.
That was a character. Not really. Man. I've listened to the first three Body Count albums nonstop. So usually when I'm watching SVU, so I like to have a whole iced tea experience while drinking iced tea. So it's nice. This costume in this movie is insane. If you told me that it was a character from Sigmund and the Sea Monster or
Yeah.
a kid show, it makes a lot of sense that a kid show host designed the costume.
It looked like something you'd see in a dark ride. It'd be like,
Yeah.
like the head would be turning back and forth.
Do you remember the earthquake ride at Cedar Point?
Yes.
Oh my god, that ride terrified me as a kid.
Oh my God. Where there was at least one part where buildings were going to collapse on the car. It scared the shit out of me.
Oh, and you know what? Now, in the hindsight of now, if I were to be on that, I'd be like, that is the fakest looking thing ever. But as like 6 or 7-year-old Sam, I'm like, why would they have us come into this building and have other buildings fall on us? Like they're trying to kill us. I think I had seen Kiss Phantom of the Park probably the night before we went, and I was like, oh, this can happen. You know what I mean?
There's always one really good jump scare on a dark ride, and it gets you the very first time, and you never forget it. Although you can never be surprised. Like, remember the spider in the ceiling at Kennywood in the Gold Rusher?
Yeah, what's the one that's there now? The Exterminator.
Yes,
there's like a lot of the bugs and stuff in there are kind of creepy. I like that one.
Yeah, There was that one part in the Gold Rusher though. You'd go by it, and there, on the side was this tableau of a woman trying to fend off a giant spider, and she's
Yeah.
like going, "No, no, no!" And then above you, all of a sudden, like this thing lights up, and it's a giant spider is right above you. It's like, and it makes this loud, scary noise descending on you. And
We,
it pissed my pants the first time that happened, but could never get it back.
was Noah's Ark scary to you ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some intense parts of that, I think, for kids.
Noah's Ark was really creepy. I don't know what version you experienced when you went
Only in the
in.
last like 10 years, not anything before that.
Was the part still in it that was like the weird rope bridge that you would walk over, and it was a tropical scene with like an alligator and a hippo in there?
Mm-hmm.
That was really creepy when I was a kid, because I'd been to the zoo,
Yeah.
of course, and I was like, "Are those real?" And it stayed that way for a long time too. Like they did not fix up Noah's Ark until they revamped it in the '80s with that stupid ending where the wall would collapse on you. I don't know.
We don't need that. We're on the boat.
I'm glad they put back that rotating cavern too.
Oh,
There was like the glow in the dark spinning barrel you had to walk through.
yeah. There's my brother and I went to a Ripley's, believe it or not, in Dallas, and it had one of the things that you walk through, kind of like that, but like the next level, where you walk. It seems like you're walking down a bridge, and everything's turning this way and that, and it just feels like you're getting knocked down. It's like kind of like giving yourself
Yeah.
vertigo.
This
Um,
is crazy. We're talking about going through the earthquake ride at Cedar Point, and my sister happens to be in the chat tonight,
yeah.
and she did go through the earthquake ride with me at Cedar Point.
Oh wow.
um,
I think it's a cool ride because it probably came out right after the movie, and they were like, "Oh, well, you can't copyright Earthquake, so let's make an Earthquake ride at Cedar Point."
I guess, yeah. I mean, I think I was there in '78
Yeah, that's
first.
probably.
I think me and Jen went in like '79.
Mm,
But yeah, it was a totally different place
yeah,
back then. Everything changed.
they had a ride called Mission Control too for a while. That was one of the most expensive rides they had. It was a coaster that was almost like a bobsled, like it would like slide into stuff and was inside, but because it was like right on the beach, like the damage that everything took from sand and stuff coming in, they had to shut it down. Wait, but it was like one of those experience rides. Like it was like you were getting on a spaceship to go somewhere, and like you did like almost like a walkthrough, like of a like storytelling thing in the beginning, and it was really cool. But now it's all about what's the scariest ride that we can do. They had Demon Drop. Come on.
Demon Drop. I did that once
Oh,
and never again.
terrifying, wasn't it? It's
Never.
like you always fear going up on an elevator and having the elevator fall down, and it's like, what if we turned this into a ride?
Oh my god.
But I was such a bad kid because all I cared about at Cedar Point was like I had to go to the arcade. Like that's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
That giant arcade was gorgeous, and they had Hercules and Superman pinball machines. The ones that the giant Atari one that had like the ball that was like that big. They had two of those. They had like so much stuff, and like I would just wait all summer to go there. And my mom's like, there's all these rides and stuff to do, and I'm like,
Nobody got it.
nobody got it. I did like the Nestea Plunge. That was another. They changed the name of it eventually too. It was the one with just the canoe went down over the falls and splashed and everything went. That was pretty cool too.
I would have been happy to just stay at Kennywood in that arcade. Or remember Fascination?
Mm-mm.
It was that game where you would roll balls under
Oh
a
yeah,
glass, and you had to get like bingo combinations or something. I don't even remember how it
they had
was.
a whole room of that at Geauga Lake and Cedar Point. That's
Yeah,
all it was just that.
and there were all these cheesy prizes that you could win in a case.
Yeah.
You'd end up spending like $20, and you'd get like a little plastic kazoo or some stupid shit. But they had like nice stuff in there that you could aspire to, like a whole stereo system, like
Oh,
like this little compact stereo system.
I always wondered. I'm like, are kids gonna win that stuff? Do you know what I mean? Like,
It was all old people in there
mm,
though.
yeah, I think that was like where grandparents went for the day when everybody else went out. Cedar Point had a couple shows too. They had like a Western show It was like the place to take the old folks while the kids went out and rode the roller coasters. uh, but yeah, they had that, and I remember the other ride I liked was Iron Dragon because it like had like fog at night, and you like flew like kind of out over stuff. I don't know. It was a good time, but that was like closer to us than anywhere else where we lived, like being closer to Ohio. So we had a good time going there.
Nora got kicked out of Cedar Point after dropping acid on the demon drop. Way to go.
I can't think of anything more terrifying. Demon drop's terrifying enough.
I did not like it.
Also, like with some of the newer rides they have there, like when Magnum opened and some of the other ones, remember you'd be in line for like 3 hours, and the whole time you're just seeing this terrifying ride, and you're like, do I really want to wait?
Yeah, that was the crazy thing too, is how long you had to wait to get on that stuff.
Yeah.
The Witch's Wheel looked better and better.
Yeah.
You didn't have to wait very long to get on the Witch's Wheel.
Or the Sky Needle, which is a very boring ride, I know.
Yes.
You go up over, but you're up really high, and you really get an idea of how huge that. It's bigger than Disney World. Like it's a huge park. So it's
Sandusky, Ohio.
Sandusky. That was like the big trip. We'd go there and stay overnight, and it felt like we were going away forever. There's also, we went to a close by it. There was a magnetic kind of place, like the house where everything goes to one side, like a hole or whatever those are.
Yes.
There was one of those. And then they also had a ride that it was like a tram, and they had animatronic dinosaurs. And everybody like could go under their seat and get like a plastic machine gun and shoot the dinosaurs. And I made everybody on my tram put their guns down. Like we're at Jurassic Park. And I was like, we've been waiting for years to find them. Don't kill them. My mom was like, what is... I was like 4, just like walking through town.
Did you have your Kolchak tape recorder with you?
I probably did, actually, in my Kolchak camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hat. Yeah. I wanted to be Kolchak probably until I was 53. So, yeah.
And now you are.
No,
every week there's a different monster on our show.
There is. Really,
girls, monsters.
I think Kolchak could have fought this monster.
Definitely.
This feels like a case he would get involved in.
Well,
the dad would have wrecked his car, and then Vincenzo would be screaming at him, "You got a doctor killed, Kolchak!" And he'd be like,
no, it couldn't have been Kolchak because this monster wasn't real.
Exactly.
The monsters on Kolchak were the real McCoy.
Oh,
he could never prove it.
So a zombie's mouth shut. Come on.
Yeah. What Kolchak wouldn't do for you. Oh. He saved all those people from that vampire, and well, I guess she migrated to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Also, a whole beauty club, health club.
They were turning people into husks.
Right? I love that they were like, said Darren McGavin was like, we made 2 pretty classy movies. And they're like, what if we made one where there's a health club where people get turned into husks, and then there's a headless motorcycle rider? And he was like, get me off this fucking show.
I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't have attempted to be a weekly program.
I still love it.
That might have been I love every episode, no matter how bad it is. Let's just get that out
nice
there.
If they could have just stuck with just being like a twice-a-year TV movie.
Yeah, or maybe not even. I would have liked to have seen more than that.
Yeah, but like that would have been a nice, like how they did like the they did the Murder, She Wrote movies after the show was off, where they did like in Columbo, they did a bunch of those, like 4 or 5 of them a year. I think that was that's a good way of doing these things. But
don't you think it was weird how Vincenzo and Kolchak always worked together, no matter where they went?
They found each other.
They were the real couple in the story.
I now that I'm older, I'm like, do you think
Carol Lindley was very sexy, but wasn't it Carol Lindley in The Night Stalker? Yeah. I felt really bad for her, but she was terribly mismatched. She was way too hot for Darren McGavin.
Oh yeah, totally.
He was way too old for her.
But that's the same concept as Christmas Story. His wife's like 20 years younger than him.
Maybe that is Carol Lindley.
Yeah.
I mean, this is their roulette. He's Kolchak, and she's Carol Lindley. They had to change their names.
Yeah.
in order to leave like that life
Oh,
behind.
yeah.
Because, the police in Las Vegas might still throw them in jail if they ever go back there. So they became totally different people.
How many cities did Kolchak get told don't ever come back here? And he's like Seattle, Las Vegas, like a lot of cities.
Yeah.
Finally, he just ends up in Pittsburgh, and he's like, it really bored me. And then he finds the Green Man or like the B-52 under the bridge. There's a lot of Pittsburgh things Kolchak could find.
Oh, I would love if he found that plane that's supposed to be in
Oh
the river.
man, I think about that a lot. I love that story. Yeah,
Did you ever hear the one about the car that got trapped underwater with giant catfish circling it?
no. Oh man.
Yeah, totally. It was like an urban legend about Pittsburgh, and someone's car went over into the river and it sunk down, and they were in there, and they could. I don't know how this message got out to other people, but there were giant catfish that had like trapped them in their car under the water.
When we went to Chicago, we went to the Shed Aquarium, and you can actually touch a sturgeon, and they can get up to like 40 or 50 pounds. They're
Yeah.
big. They're real big. And saw a catfish were that big too. So I was like, yeah, I buy that story. It doesn't seem like a monster story to me. But yeah, I got to touch a sturgeon. It was weird because it's like hard armor but slimy.
River monsters.
River monsters. There supposedly is a Monongahela river monster that has been reported before. I've never seen it.
What is this cryptid?
It's like some kind of like Nessie type cryptid, the Monongahela monster.
Oh, that's boring.
I know. Come
I
on.
want a different kind of cryptid. I don't want another Nessie. We have one already.
There's one in. Isn't there one in Erie too? I
I
thought
don't
there's.
know.
Let me look this Monongahela monster up, and I'll give you a little report because I've never seen it. As someone that lives in Monongahela, I know another Monongahela monster that was created by someone not from Monongahela, but politically incorrect to say that monster.
This is a good segue into our second feature, OCTAMAN,
Yeah.
which is all about what we've just been talking about.
Oh, this is an exciting monster, Bill. The Monongahela monster refers to Agua, a legendary river creature said to inhabit the Monongahela River. Descriptions vary, but is often drawn as a large turtle-like beast with two heads.
Oh,
Sightings date back to the 18th century and are often linked to potential real-life animals like a large alligator snapping turtle or the predatory snakehead fish. Another named monster surrounded by the area is Monogany, who is said to be half man, half fish.
explore monogamy.
Yeah, and he is a river monster, half man, half fish, and he is also known as Yenzilla.
That's absolute bullshit.
And your sister's right. That's why there's the Monongahela monster there. Uh, yeah, there's a whole video about sightings of this legendary creature. So I think it's is it bullshit? Is Henry Silva asked us? Yes, it is.
Total bullshit. As
Yeah.
is our second feature tonight, Octaman. This
Hard
is
to
one of the
find
most,
movie for a while, correct?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's one of the big mysteries of Octaman. I mean, they hired Rick Baker to do a fabulous monster for it, and that's really the only reason to see the movie is this crazy monster suit that he built. And I
Hmm.
think this was like one of the first things that he did. Was produced around 1971, and it was just sort of like this weird thing that happened, and then nobody wanted to distribute it. Even though we got movies like Zat, somehow Zat got distribution, Octaman did not. So it just sort of sat around, and I think it didn't see. No one saw it until it was released on VHS in 1980.
Harry Essex, who directed it, also wrote Creature from the Black Lagoon and The Cremators, which came out right around the same time as this.
Yeah,
And this is a Mexican American double feature with Pierre Angeli, who died during the making of this.
yeah. She was sort of like a tragic figure,
Yeah.
Pier Angeli. But she was like this. She got a big break in a movie that she did called Teresa,
Mm.
and that was like in 1951, and she won an award for it. I think a Golden Globe for
Mm.
being in Teresa, and she got to work with this
Yes.
important director Fred Zinnemann, who did High Noon and Oklahoma, From Here to Eternity. So she was, I mean, she was way above material like Octaman.
Yeah.
She was romantically linked to Kirk Douglas, James Dean. She was an it girl. And this is like, where she ended up. It's kind of sad.
She's also in a Jolly, in the Folds of the Flesh. She's in, and she had a twin sister, also an actress. Her twin sister is, I had it and I lost it. Marissa Pavan, who also is a Golden Globe Award winner for The Rose Tattoo in 1955. So kind of interesting there. Yeah, she was with Vic Damone too, Pierre Angeli. Uh, this also has Jeff Morrow in it, and a whole and Kerwin Matthews from Jack the Giant Killer and the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, and Three Worlds of Gulliver too. So that's what I know him from. Yeah,
Ooh.
Octaman did not come out until 1980 on VHS, which is early for VHS if you think about it, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that. I'm not quite sure
Yeah,
about that date,
yeah.
but apparently this was the original.
Ooh, that's a kind of overpromise, isn't it?
It's a big one,
Yeah, that makes.
dude.
Does that make Octaman look like a tender lover? Because it does to me.
It's almost like a scene from Possession.
Yeah, it's.
And we all know what those tentacles can do
I mean,
after
we've seen
seeing Possession.
Japanese pornography. Yeah,
Well, anyway, this was the first sighting of Octaman, which was sort of, overlooked. No one wanted to put this out. It still blows my mind. I mean, this is really not a great movie, but if that got in
yeah,
theaters, then I don't know why this couldn't have either, especially with Pier and Jelly
yeah.
appearing in it.
Do you think that
And
they were just like that font? Why did you pick that font for Octaman? It's such a
what do
playful
you have
font.
wrong? What do you have against that font?
It's too playful. I want like Octaman to be like, you know what I mean? Like Octaman's terrifying.
Ooh, like a death metal sound.
Yeah.
I like that. You'll
That's
like this one then.
okay.
I forget which cover this
Oh
is.
yeah, that's what I want Octaman. That one doesn't look like he's going to make sweet love at all. That one looks like he's going to be a humanoid from the deep. That's his fuck style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Something terrible is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
already happening. Look at
yeah.
it.
She's like, I've been with humanoids from the
It's
deep.
already out of hand.
We're already, they were so rough. And just all they wanted to do was just put their eggs in me. And like I thought Octaman, I thought with 8 arms you would be a more tender lover.
She's like, I don't know why I'm attracted to these sea creatures.
I keep getting with these sea creatures. And I was with Zat one night and he left.
She got
Slithis.
thrown out of Sigmund and the Sea
Oh, she
Monsters.
did. She's like, I've been trying. Slithis has been ghosting me for years. Horrible. Is it?
Slithis.
Yeah. We know
We
this
already
can
did.
happen. We've seen Shape of Water. We know that women fall in love with sea creatures.
That
And
was really weird. I liked that movie.
I did too. That's one of the few Oscar-winning movies we probably would ever show
Yeah.
on this show.
It's too new for us to
Yeah,
show it. I mean, we can't show that.
but if you look at this, Octaman looks like he's not going to eat her. Like something's going to happen. Like we know what you're setting up. The foreign investors asked, "Could Octaman get down?" And we said yes, he probably could.
He does have a fearsome looking mouth,
He does.
which sort of defies the, physiology of octopuses.
It does.
Octopi.
Why does he have a giant brain? He looks like Baron of Terror, kind of with his brain. He's got a big brain.
Or that the mutants from Metaluna.
Oh, God, those terrified me as a kid.
There wasn't enough of them in that movie. I just
No.
kept waiting for them and waiting
No.
for them, and they
He has
weren't
kind of
coming.
a Kraken body too from Clash of the Titans, like where it seems like he has multiple layers of like multiple chests, and he can turn funny.
He's turned funny.
I'm
Everything
thinking
was all right, and then he turned
he
funny.
turned funny. If were I to make an Octoman toy, that's how I would make him so that he could turn his articulation where he could turn left and right, and he had bendy arms. And God, I wish I had an Octoman toy right now. That would be
Yeah, there needs to be one if there hasn't been one. It's sort of like a Stretch Armstrong,
yeah,
Stretch Monster.
yeah.
I
Oh,
had
stretch.
Stretch Monster.
Oh, you know what Noah and I do with Stretch Armstrongs, right?
I want to know?
Yeah, we cut the arm off and then we put it over top of a hose, and then we try to see how big we can make it before it explodes. Sometimes you can get them like human sized if you do it right. If you do the water really slow, and
Wow.
eventually the head gets too tight and then it explodes off and everything goes flying. But until you get there, I mean, you have to like gradually just like massage it and get the water out. It's a lot of fun. We're kind of obsessed
That's
with
not what I was expecting you to say you did
no,
with them after you
no,
cut them off.
no, not at all. No, no, we did. Our bent is violence, not love. But yeah, I
It's,
think a stretch
it's
Octoman is a toy that we should have got.
yeah, I don't know why nobody took interest in this.
This seems like Octom in another world. Octoman came out and people got really into him and like made like bootleg toys of him, and that's what I think.
And now the toys would be worth like $3,000
Yeah,
today in the collector's market.
I just looked over the two people I want to call out in the chat. Dave Burian said he's saluting her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's got an 8-pack. Tim said, "Dude's jacked." Um, yeah, he is. Also, I'm kind of thinking like he's like whoa, like he's kind of trying to do like some kind of chakra. He's like
That thing where he jumps out of the camper in this movie, that
a
thing that he does.
a chiropractor kind of thing. He's like, let me fix your chakras, and I can take the pain from your back by rubbing the back of your leg. I'm Octoman. You're a chiropractor. What's he doing? Octoman. I love him though. I really do. I love Zat. I love all any creatures that come out from under the water, especially
Yeah.
humanoids from the deep. They're my favorites. All they want to do, their needs are so simple. Their needs are so raw. They got to let you know. You know, they're going to get in there.
You're one of my kind.
Now I'm going to do a video with an humanoid from the deep, just holding up stuff to segregate, trying not to hate.
Love your mate.
One world fate. Oh man, obsessed. Anyways, let us know in the chat if you have seen this or not seen this.
Oh yeah, Octaman,
Yeah.
our second feature tonight. You're gonna love it if you haven't seen it. Trust me. It's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna say, "Where has Octaman been all my life?" Actually, this movie is really. I'm just gonna prepare you for it. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Not the first movie. It was like, surely they're going to bring more quality to the second feature.
No,
No, not at all.
and it
In
was
fact,
made like 10 years later or
yeah,
something. No,
yeah,
8 years,
yeah,
something like that.
yeah. And it feels like, I don't even know how to describe it. Does he?
They went there.
I'm sure there's another cut. There's an insert cut of Octoman inserts somewhere.
Oh my God! Could you imagine that?
Oh,
I bet there is one in the Japan VHS.
oh my God. Yeah. Um, in Japan, it's on Tubi if you're looking for it. That's where it's at. Yeah, is Octomom in this? Remember Octomom? That was a thing for a while.
Hey, you remember there's a Cut of Blood Beach out there that I think is from the Japanese VHS or Laserdisc,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a monster in it that doesn't appear. It has footage that doesn't appear in any other cut of the movie. And it's obviously like inserted from, I think, the
Octomom.
Lorelei's grasp.
Oh,
and there's a murder scene, like where one of the characters is getting pulled under the sand, one of the girls at the beginning, and you see under the sand the monster pulling her down and like slashing her with a
Oh,
scaly hand, which wouldn't make any sense
I got to tell you,
whatsoever.
I'm doing the Weird Wednesday movies every week on my site,
Yeah,
and I have the book of all of them that came out of like the first couple years of Weird Wednesday, and Lorelai's Grasp is coming up eventually. This in the list. I was reading through it, and like the write up for Lorelai's Grasp is amazing. They're like, check. It starts with like, check out this bullshit. There's a girls' school in the middle of the woods where girls just hang out with each other, and somebody's killing them. So they hire a greasy dude to come and stop him, who's like a swashbuckler. Of course, it's the woman that lives under the lagoon. And I was like, God, I love that movie. So when we watched it that night, and you and I were watching it, whenever you're like, guess who the monster is? And I was like, I know, but I don't want it to be. God, can we show that like 50 times? I'd like to just do like a night where we watch The Lorelai's Grasp 5 times. Uh, that and
aka swinging monster.
oh my god, the swinging monster.
The swinging monster.
Also, it's not even sure when it's happening. It's like it's got elements of like 60s swing and stuff, but it's also probably in the 1800s. Like nobody cared when it was set. Oh, it's so good.
The swinging monster.
The
Could you
swinging
imagine?
monster.
It actually played a couple theaters as the swinging
Oh,
monster.
could you imagine if you went to see it? You're like, what? Okay, costumes are great. I think we do that with Night of the Sorcerers because that feels
We
like
did.
oh my god, what is that's such a good double feature. God, I love both those movies so much. I love Octaman too, and I know Octaman's bad. I'm completely aware of it, but I don't care.
No, like, see, there's something fascinating about this movie, and I hope, at least one or two people agree with me anyway, that there's something special about this
Yeah.
because it was so obscure. And maybe that's because it was so unreleasable. People, it's laughable,
Oh
but
yeah.
you're not supposed to get into it that deep. I
But
don't think.
also, why does it have a spoiler for what you're about to see? Why did it have like vision like Invasion of the Bee Girls?
Yeah, it was like you're right, like a wasp eye or a
Yeah,
fly eye.
yeah.
Um, I don't know because it was just sort of like you're just gonna have to see it. And this is sort of a remake of Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, kind of.
This was, I think this originated, if I'm not mistaken, this production originated as a remake of Creature from the Black Lagoon.
And then they couldn't do it.
Right. So they just sort of like, altered it. And the whole point of this is a throwback
Yeah.
kind of thing. I think people were taking it too seriously because it did. By the time it saw the light of day, 1980,
Hmm.
like the whole landscape had changed with like eco horror films, and this sort of monster thing was really far behind at that point. Anyway, so
Someone reviewed Prophecy on my site for the Unsung Horrors Month, Bill, and my favorite thing that they wrote is I know a lot of the ecological stuff in this movie is boring, but it has the funniest child kill I've ever seen. And if laughing at that scene is wrong, I don't want to be right. That was the end of the review, and I was like, wow, welcome to the site.
no, Octoman's in color,
Yeah.
David.
Depending on how bad of a transfer you get, it might look like black and
No,
white.
it's on Tubi as
Yeah.
well, and it's all fixed up,
Yeah.
so
Oh, good.
it's not that hard of a watch. I
Okay.
saw it on a bootleg, I think,
Yeah.
many, many years ago. I don't even remember where I got it. Probably either from IDES or I
Hmm.
rented it from Incredibly Strange Video.
That's what it feels like. That's I think I rented it from Incredibly Strange because I had heard about it, and the pictures of it. Every time there were Rick Baker articles, it was like, oh, there's a picture of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, look what a cool monster this is. But it was always like the movie's horrible. Like, just the monster is cool. Eh.
Hey, there's Chris Erickson in the
Oh,
chat.
hi.
This was a while ago, I think.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
saw him in there.
guys. I haven't been paying. Jeff, you're up late.
Yeah.
There's a lot of folks watching. 25
Ooh,
viewers.
awesome.
Not too shabby.
I'm excited to watch this with you guys and come back and we should probably tease next week's movies too while we're at it.
Tease it.
Tease it.
Well, what's a good teaser?
Um, they're both pretty sleazy, at least in title.
Yeah, they are both sort of about. Um, well, I don't want to give it away by
Yeah,
saying what they both involve, but it's sort of like lascivious 70s behavior when
that's
you
what early '70s. Oh, we're gonna live forever, man. Behavior.
relationships were starting to change and
Mm-hmm.
alternative relationships were becoming sort of attractive. So maybe both of these movies next week explore that and something horrible happens.
Yeah. So we're showing the Ice Storm and My Dinner with Andre. It's a very special, high class week next week on the DI.
My Dinner
Yeah,
with Andre is the lot clearer.
yeah, it
There's not
is.
going to be anybody left after that.
No, we're going to show that, and then we're going to show On Golden Pond, and that's our eco horror movie. We tease it up, but it's not.
Yeah, Tim Dortch called it. It was really sort of all washed out.
Yeah,
Octaman, getting back to Octaman when it was on VHS, and it just was not. It wasn't fun to watch it. But then I did see the nicer version, and I think it's a lot better when it's color corrected. And they had a nice, crisp view of the rubber suit, which is really impressive.
yeah,
I gotta hand it to Rick Baker. You know, I saw some promotional stuff about this. It was must have been a bonus feature on something where Rick Baker was talking about making this suit and filming it, and that the filmmakers, like, there's a scene where they throw a branch at Octaman, and he was waiting for them to come up with a prop to throw at them. They're like, no, we're really going to throw a tree branch at him. And he was like, well, that's going to damage the suit. And it's also really dangerous to do that. Like, and you're not even going to rehearse it. And he's like, no, we're just going to do it. So they just like tried to do it. And of course, like the suit got all damaged. I'd be pissed because he worked hard on this. It looks like it's
and this
bulky.
isn't like today where you could just get the parts in overnight, the pieces in
Yeah.
overnight. Like you had to like mix stuff up and hope you could find stuff. Yeah.
So, kudos to him because I think he did a great job.
Yeah.
And I hope you agree.
Yeah, I do. I'm excited.
Oh, I guess we should do the second commercial break. We did not do the drink segment yet, did we?
We did not.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You know, my interns should have alerted me that this was coming up. They should have had a little card that they held up and said, Bill, do the drink segment.
Mike said next week's movies are The Swapper and Inside Amy. No.
Oh.
It is I Am Curious Yellow 2 and what's The Other Side of Dawn? the sequel.
Alexander.
The Other Side of,
The
which is
Other
better.
Side of Dawn.
Way better. I like it.
It is better.
Mm-hmm. Even if it shies away from what he's really doing. It's like, oh, he's just hanging out with friends.
You know what? I may not have rendered the second. I don't think I rendered the second.
We're this far.
No. We're going to do that shit.
We do have the Octa drink. It's the Octa grape.
Go ahead and vamp. Don't talk about the drink segment. We're going to watch it.
Okay, but it's Octa grape because Chris just said Octa drink. Oh, yeah. Next week is Misty Beethoven and an SS Love Camp. That would be, and it's the Misty Beethoven with the extra CJ Lang scene, if you know what I'm saying, and I think you do. As Joe Bob would say. Which I rented from Heads Together and bootlegged from. I wish it was Chatterbox, but that's a great pick. Backward Deep Throat Chatterbox, which is pretty good. It's Wonton Ton, the dog that saved Hollywood, and Cinderella, the Michael Pataki one. That's the other movie. Or Fairy Tales. They're the same movie, aren't they?
I've never seen that. That
You
Michael
really?
Pataki Cinderella with Cheryl Rainbow Smith.
Yeah.
Is it good?
I mean,
Good.
It's got Cheryl Rainbow Smith in it, so yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. It's yeah. My favorite thing I learned this week is I think did Jen Upton tell us that she thought that the guy from Sometimes My Brother Has Bad what do you call it? Yeah, Sometimes My Brother Has Bad Dreams is attractive. I think she told us in the chat. She's like, I kind of like his look, and I was like, okay, teach his own.
Um, she's not wrong.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's
interesting.
something. There is something sexy about him, but his character
Hmm.
in the movie is just so disturbing. I
Yeah,
can't get past it. Like that's all I see.
Dave, great call on Sweet Movie. We would probably get arrested if we showed Sweet Movie. Good lord, that movie. Uh, yeah,
What sweet movie?
it is a God. I can't even just. It's very much an early '70s, '74 movie, and it's this rich family has a Miss World competition to find a virgin for their bachelor son, but everything ends up going wrong. There's copophagy, which is poop eating.
Yes,
Yeah, it gets wild.
ask
Um,
Divine.
yeah, exactly. It's Dusan Makarojev directed it, who also did WR Mysteries of the Orgasm, which is also crazy. Um, I don't think he ever did a normal movie. And oh yeah, he did the Coca Cola Kid, which is crazy. But anyway, yeah, it's something else. So
Is Coca Cola Kid a nice normal
it's a
movie?
nice normal movie. This movie is not normal at all. Yeah, so good stuff. Trying to think what else. We're going to show the Mitchell Brothers Bible movie. That's what we're gonna do. I can't wait. That's coming out on 4K. Like all the Mitchell Brothers stuff is coming out on 4K. What world do we live in? Amazing world.
I know.
Oh, are
It's
you getting
crazy.
new?
Whoever thought that that there would be so much interest in preserving what in previous generations was thought of as smut.
Are you buying the Ecology of Terror 4K, Bill?
Oh, don't give me anxiety about this. I
Oh,
really want it. I do.
I really, really want it. It's like 7 discs, and I'm like,
Well, Stephen Bissett has a great piece on Hallmark that's going to Hallmark releasing
oh, really? That's
that's
in
going
it.
to be on that disc. So
Oh,
I'm
okay. I'm
really,
definitely getting it now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
I'm.
You know how much that means to me.
Uh, you
Hallmark
know,
releasing.
I. I'm getting a lot of stuff from the sale, but they Adam and Eve versus the cannibals. First
I
off,
knew it. I
I
when I saw that, I was like, Sam is going to be freaking out.
and they used a quote from me on the box, which is I'm so happy about. Idiot Box, one of my favorite MTV shows, The Ghost. I can't
The
believe it.
ghost.
The Ghost, The Crippled Masters. I'm probably gonna get that too. Like, there's so much stuff. It's like everything. Oh, the final program is the other one. Like, I can't. I wish it doesn't have the U.S. cut though, which kind of sucks. But whatever. The fact that I can have that, and it's like there's so much good stuff coming out, and then just gonna be great. But yeah, there's they have blood set from that's what we're talking about, Tim, from Severin that's coming out.
Ecology of Terror.
Yeah, College of Terror.
I
Well,
only refer to that movie as Snuff as my game.
mm,
You know that Mario Bava movie, Snuff is my game.
I Last House 2 is what I refer to it as.
That's too ambiguous because it could have been Night Train Murders.
They Severin should do one where they put out Last House 2 and you don't know
You don't
because they've
know what
released
movie you're gonna.
they released both of them. And
That is fucking genius.
I'm gonna send an email
And
about
there
that.
has to be a title cut into it too.
Yeah, and it
It
just
has
has
to
the
say
word.
Last House Part
Yeah,
Two.
and you don't know what you're getting at all. That's like those new Vinegar Syndrome ones that you don't know what movie you're getting until you get it. This I
Yeah,
can't remember what they're called. That series. I just bought one and it's not out yet. And it's like, oh man, I think it's a David Friedman movie. I've been told, but whatever. That's when you know you buy too many movies. You're like, I don't know what this is, but here's $30.
I can almost think of the name, but I'm going to embarrass myself if I try and say it.
Yeah.
Melusine. Um,
Oh yeah, the adult label for Vinegar
yeah,
Syndrome. Yeah,
is that what you're talking about?
No, this is a new one. They have a new line where they take a movie and then like a feature, like a short. They put them out. They don't tell you what they are until they ship. But they're like genre movies that they've rescued, like how they did Voodoo Heartbeat on that one set, but they don't tell you what they are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's kind of like the Exhumed Film Festival.
yeah.
It's a 24-hour film festival. You have no idea what you're going to watch for
Ah,
24 hours.
I love it. Yeah,
Hey, you know what's ready? Our commercial break.
let's do it.
Let's do that right now.
Get your ski shined up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. It juices soft, it gets right to ya. Juicy fruit, the taste is gonna move ya.
Eight arms to hold, none to love, slipping through shadows, stars above, inky trails, a velvet night, OCTAMAN moves, ready to fight. Do you see him glide? Do you feel the tide? OCTAMAN, you can't run. His plan, tentacles twist, hearts City lights blur, neons haze through the deep. He cuts the maze, whispered secrets, salty air. Don't look back, he's everywhere. Do you hear his cry? Do you wonder why? OCTAMAN, you can't run. His plan, tentacles twist, hearts
Hello, this is the Octagreat. What do you drink when you're watching Aquaman? Octaman, not Aquaman. OCTAMAN. You're going to have vodka, 1 1/4 ounce of vodka, some grape juice. You're going to have some fresh lime juice or from the fridge. 1/2 ounce of grenadine, 1/4 ounce blue curacao, ice. Mix it on up. Purple drink. Got some blue. You put the blue in.
Well, that's your booze.
It's your booze.
The other ones are your juices.
Here's your juice. Make sure that you have a good, nice, airtight seal. Just like an OCTAMAN. Right, here it comes. Well, you got to watch the OCTAMAN on the beach. They've been a problem lately. Pazuzu?
It's a maroon drink.
Here's my drink. My wife's nails are gorgeous today. Take a look at those nails. Show those nails off.
Green.
Yeah. All right. Pazoos. Oh, that is good. Good sipping. Enjoy the movie. See you in a bit.
Cheers.
Cheers. OCTAMAN Pazuzu.
This is just straight vanilla vodka now.
You know,
Well, on the rocks, I should say. It's
Love on the
not
rocks.
neat.
Love on the Rocks ain't no surprise.
Pour me a drink and I'll tell you some lies.
Yeah. How about
That's deep, Neil Diamond.
it is? Oh, Neil. You know, I know that Electromanual only speaks Italian whenever they do send us stuff. That sounded like a James Bond theme song for OCTAMAN. I don't know what the fuck
They
they're
just
doing.
keep getting better and better, and I love the progression of the lead singer's voice.
Yeah. In what way? That it's just getting wilder?
She sounded last week. It was like whispering,
Yeah.
and this week her voice had deepened, and
Yeah.
there was sort of an almost operatic quality to this one.
Yeah. They're changing it up a little bit.
You never know what she's gonna do.
Sometimes they're like shoegaze, and sometimes they're like dancey. They've been dancier lately. Sometimes they're shoegaze though, and I don't know.
Shoegaze.
I don't know what it is. It's like somebody listened to too much My Bloody Valentine or something. But anyways,
Who are the shoegaze bands?
My Bloody Valentine's a big one. Swerve Drive. Like any of those 4AD bands, like that era. I love that My Bloody Valentine plays at like 130 decibels. Like it's the prettiest music, and they're just like, we're gonna blow your ears out with it. And
How about Cocteau Twins?
I love them.
Was that shoegaze?
It's on the cusp. Yeah,
It seems too old to be shoegaze.
it does. But
I mean, that was like 1984, I think.
that's right around around that time. Slow Dive. That's what I was thinking. Thank you, sir. Yeah. I really like Cocteau Twins a lot. I've been listening to them a lot. You know what I really want? I don't know if we're going to get it in Pittsburgh. I really want to see those Death Cult shows that are happening where the cult's playing as Death Cult. I really want that.
Do you think they would come here?
I don't know.
What kind of audience do they have? I mean,
They played here with Against Me, which is the weirdest show. Like a total punk crowd, and then they played too. Yeah, it was weird. And Ian Asprey said, he's like, I love coming to Pittsburgh because it's exactly what they're from Manchester. And they're like, this is the same town. We've grown up in the same places, dead steel mills and loud music. So I was like, man, that's awesome. So yeah. And I'm always like, I'm like the asshole yelling songs from Love that they would never play. Like, play Brother Wolf and Sister Moon. They're like, we're never going to play that live. So, I was singing that right before we did the videos. I was going to sing it in the video, but I'm like, nobody other than Bill knows this song. But then again, Bill knows most of my jokes. So there are more cult songs than CSL Sanctuary and Firewoman. If you're out there listening to them, there's a lot. A rich tapestry to get into. Like The Witch. That's probably the best cult song.
She's got what you need.
Oh, it's so good.
What you got is good.
I love the breakdown where it has like a references to Cool World.
Yeah.
Cool World.
I,
Save it, baby.
that was obviously the Rick Rubin version for Cool World.
Oh. What a soundtrack, huh?
It was amazing.
Oh.
Not only did it have My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult on it, it had the Thompson Twins.
Yeah.
Imagine that. It's like a Bill Van Ryn mixtape.
Well, Chris Deep Cut Coming Down. That's a good cult song too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Good call.
I saw him on the Sonic Temple tour open for Metallica at Civic Arena, and they were one of the loudest bands I've ever seen. It was great. It was. Oh. I didn't get to see him on Electric, unfortunately, that tour, but every other time I've seen them that they've come. Wild Hearted Son.
When was that? 87?
Yeah.
86?
87, 88, I saw him, yeah. And it was great. That's why I have long hair. I wanted to be an Asprey when I was a kid. I'm like, he's the coolest dude ever. And that's how I wanted my hair to look. And now
You're the coolest dude ever, Sam Panico.
No.
Yes, you are.
No. Octaman's the coolest dude ever. I think we all know that.
I also failed to provide a link for this one. You're on your own tonight.
It's on Tubi.
Yeah. Just go to Tubi, OCTAMAN, Octaman.
Yeah.
But it probably comes up the other way.
Yeah. Go to XNXX, type in a climax of Blue Power. And that's Octaman.
No.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that. I don't even know what that means. An intern handed me that to read, and they're fired.
We'll be back for the third segment. God only knows what that's going to look like, but come back and at least for a little bit, you'll be amused, right?
Yeah, I hope so.